What's up guys, it's Rote here, and I got an Unchained deck profile for you guys today, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into this deck profile. So starting off with the Abominable Unchained Soul, we're playing 2 of him, and let's just get the other level 8 out of the way. We're playing 1 of the Unchained Souls of Disaster. He is the brick of the deck. You hate to draw him, but you play him anyways because he's just really good, guys. I don't think you guys know how good targeting and linking away opponents' monsters are. It's not destroying, it won't trigger array, because it's basically for like card effect in a way, to like summon something. So it's really powerful basically. And we got the Abominable Unchained Soul, which anytime anything's destroyed will special summon himself out of the hand, and you can discard 1 and non-target destroy something. Not great into teal elements. I'd admit that this deck is not really that good against teal elements. You can of course just main deck the Shifter. I have chosen to basically not, because it affects the grind game, but if you worry about teal elements, just main deck triple Shifter, and basically you'll be absolutely fine against that. We got triple Rakia, just a really good basically quick effect pop on on your field, which is what you want. You want to be destroying your Unchains. We got triple Aruha, just extension, because you can summon him from your hand by blowing up a card you control. And we got triple of the Sarama, which is arguably the best one, because he just gives you an insane grind game. If you don't know what Sarama does, he targets 1 card in the graveyard, sets it, and then destroys a card you control. It can be the exact same card, so you can set a trap, blow up the trap, and get the summon from deck effect, or it can be anything else, and all the Unchained cards, when they are destroyed, do something very good, like summon from deck, or summon from hand, or something like that. So really nice. For the hand traps, keeping it simple, triple Ash, because Ash is good. Ash will always be good. We've got the double Bell and the 1 Crow. Bit of wacky ratios, I do admit. You can just play triple Shifter instead. In this, I'd recommend just playing triple Shifter. The idea behind Shifter was not playing it was so you can actually get your more reliable Saramas, but I think Shifter's just too good to not play, so just play triple Shifter here instead. For the spells, we only got 6, but they are really good when you see them. We got triple Pot of Extravagance. A deck like this needs the draw power. You don't care about your extra deck that much, and you'd rather see the 2 cards in your hand than like a Prosperity for something, because you always need 2 Unchains in order to combo basically. Unless you're going second, then you have to sacrifice your battle phase basically. So usually you need 2 Unchained cards to combo, and that's where Extrav helps. And we got triple of the Abomination's Prison. Just again, a really nice card. Searches you for any Unchained card. I wish this had Unchained in the name, because that means Sarama would be able to set it from graveyard, and then you could get searches every single turn. But unfortunately it's not, so you have to draw it, and then you got to search. If you draw 2, you can always set 1 and blow it up, and all the Unchained cards when blown up special summon from deck. So yeah, those are the spells. Really good when you do see them. For the traps, triple Escape, just pop, basically to pop something on the field, pop your own monster and summon from the deck. Triple Abominable Chamber, special summons you from hand or the graveyard, and again if destroyed does summon you from the deck. We're maxing out on all of them because realistically with Unchained we're going to be grinding, we're going to be out resourcing our opponent slowly over time, and Unchained's a really awkward deck to go against in terms of if you destroy them by card effect or battle, they're just going to summon more out of the deck. So we are maximizing all the numbers of the little ones, so there is a lot of destroying that your opponent has to do before you do run out of Unchained monsters. So triple of both traps is essential. And now for the other traps, we got triple Strike. I still think Strike's really good. Probably side it out if you know you're going to go into time, because it's basically dead then. But don't underestimate how good it is striking a Link Summon that they've invested like 3 bodies into, or Fusion Effect or something like that. It's really good to strike them, and it can't be responded to either, which is just absolutely amazing. We got triple Trap Tricks. This just gets us more access to our traps. We don't mind if one of them is banished. We have Sarama that can infinitely recycle them anyway. So yeah, triple Trap Tricks, and we got the 2 targets for it. We got double IDP, really good against elements. Basically they have to use these Shizus to dodge it, which means they lose their effect anyway, so you do trade it basically in that sense. And we have double of the Torrential Tribute. Not that good in the elements, I admit, but against everything else it's absolutely insane. Your opponent basically is going to be counting to 5, but with Torrential As soon as you see that you're going to go like +1 or 2 in card advantage, you basically just flip it, and it triggers all your Unchained as well. So you can do really funny shenanigans in the battle phase. So that is it for the main deck. It is 40 cards. Let's move on to the extra deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we have double of the Unchained Abomination. I don't really make this card as much as I'd like to. I'd rather just keep it into my Link 2s or 3s, because when my Link 2s or 3s are destroyed, they do get me that graveyard recursion. But if you don't know what this card does, it basically can blow up to 3 cards per turn on your opponent's side of the field, which is just absolutely insane. During the end phase, he pops. When a card is destroyed by card effect, he pops. And when a monster is destroyed by battle, he pops. So really, really nice. But again, as I said, you really want to either be sticking to your Link 3s or 2s, which we do play 3 of. Remember, we are playing Extravagance. So triple of the Unchained Soul, which is by far the best one, and then triple Unchained Soul of Anguish, which is the best one during your turn. So basically, this lets you use your opponent's monsters that were special summoned for Link summons, and that doesn't count as destroying. It basically just sort of like, it's for a summoning mechanic in a way. So it's like when you Cyber Dragon into a Mega Fleet, it doesn't trigger anything, it's just basically a summoning condition in a way. And Unchained Soul of Anguish does the exact same, but it isn't a quick effect, but you can do it during your turn, whereas this one is just during your opponent's turn. So I'm really, really happy with the ratios. I wouldn't play 3 Abominable because it's not that important, whereas these guys are. Moving on to cards that are not Unchained, we have the 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon, the 1 Rastaliger. This is access code, but this is a budget build. I should have mentioned that before. This is a very budget build. The main deck can stay the same anyway. Everything's very budget there. Just put in the shifters for the hand traps I showed you. This is access code. Access code did get a reprint finally. It's around a £25 card. If you don't feel like paying for that, for a card that's most likely going to get banished off the time, you can just play the Rastaliger. It's not as good, obviously, but it does the same job in a way. And we got the Topologic Bomber Dragon. This lets us loop, basically. You can summon quite a few times to the zones this points to and constantly Regeki your opponent. For the other fiends, we have Unicorn. Don't forget, your Unchained doesn't have to go into an Unchained monster. It just needs to go into a Dark Link. And that is exactly what Unicorn is. So you can make Unicorn during your opponent's turn and spin something. You just don't need the IP Masquerader. We have double of the Nightmare Phoenix. This is just Bapho removal. Yeah, nothing much else to say. If there's anything annoying you that you can't get rid of, just make your Nightmare Phoenix. And then since we are playing level 8s, if there are things that can't be targeted and can't be destroyed, we need a way to remove them. Hence why we are playing the Dingisu. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I apologize that this isn't usually my normal setup and how I do videos. It's just that I am back home at the moment and I'm trying to pre-record a lot of videos. And yeah, there isn't any Yu-Gi-Oh at home, so I have to try and plan a month ahead. But apart from that, service should resume hopefully very soon, where you'll be seeing the full videos with more editing and you get to see my lovely face in the intros and outros. But until then, I hope you guys stick around and I'll catch you all in the next video.
It's time! Let's go!